Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. Nation is observing Armed Forces Veterans Day today. Chief of Defence Staff and 3 service chiefs pay tributes at National War Memorial in New Delhi. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh says development is only possible because country's borders are safe. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar says India will work to integrate voices and actions of Global South and amplify them in its efforts. Nationalist Congress Party MP from Lakshadweep P Mohammed Faizal disqualified from Lok Sabha following his conviction in a case. Festival of Makar Sankranti has been celebrated today. In Malaysia Open Badminton, Satwiksairaj, Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty to play men's double semifinal at Kuala Lumpur this afternoon. And in Hockey World Cup, 2 matches each in Pool B and Pool C have been played today. The country is observing the 7th Armed Forces Veterans Day today. Chief of Defence Staff CDS, Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan, along with 3 service chiefs, paid tributes at National War Memorial in New Delhi. The Armed Forces Veterans Day has been celebrated at 9 locations across the country, including Jhunjhunu, Jalandhar, Panagar, New Delhi, Dehradun, Chennai, Chandigarh, Bhubaneswar and Mumbai. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh today said development is taking place in the country only because its borders are safe. Mr. Singh said this while addressing the 7th Armed Forces Veterans Day function in Dehradun.
हमारे यहाँ समृद्धि नई नई टेक्नोलॉजी और मशीनों से हासिल हुई। हमारे देश की समृद्धि के पीछे इन सभी का हाथ तो है ही, पर उनके साथ ही एक और महत्वपूर्ण कंपोनेंट है जो इनडायरेक्ट है और लोगों का ध्यान उस पर कम ही जाता है। वह इनडायरेक्ट कंपोनेंट है हमारे देश की चाक चौबंद राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा, जिसके चलते हम अपने कृषि क्षेत्र को दुनिया के उन्नत क्षेत्रों में से एक बना सके। और हमारी राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा यानी हमारे जवान और हमारे वेटरन्स हैं। और मैं कह सकता हूं हमारे देश का भी आजादी हासिल होने के बाद जो सोशियो इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट हुआ है, उसमें तीनों सर्विसेज के जवानों का और अपने वेटरन्स का एक मेजर कंट्रीब्यूशन मानता हूं।
Lauding the brave hearts of Uttarakhand, Mr. Singh said whenever this country has needed, they have displayed the indomitable courage and valor to protect the unity, integrity and sovereignty of the country. He said it is the duty of the government to ensure the well-being and satisfaction of veterans, and it has taken several steps in this direction. He said there is a dedicated department in his ministry for the welfare of veterans. He added that pension, medical and other facilities that the country gives them are small ways of showing respect to veterans. Earlier, the Defence Minister and Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami paid tributes to the soldiers who laid down their lives in the line of duty at Shaurya Sthal War Memorial in Dehradun. The Defence Minister also flagged off a car expedition, Soul of Steel Alpine Challenge, from Dehradun to Ghamshali in the Niti Valley.
भारतीय सैन्य बल अपने उच्च आदर्शों, अपने श्रेष्ठतम शौर्य और महापराक्रम के लिए विख्यात है। इन मूल्यों का आधार है वो परंपरा, वो नींव जो वेटरन्स यानी पूर्व रक्षा सैनिकों ने रखी। फील्ड मार्शल के.एम. करियप्पा जी उस परंपरा के ध्रुव सितारे हैं, जिनके सेवानिवृत्ति दिवस को हम भारतवासी 14 जनवरी का दिन आर्म्ड फोर्सेस वेटरन्स डे के रूप में मनाते हैं। आकाशवाणी इस दिन को पूरे गर्व के साथ मना रहा है। आइए मिलकर अपने प्रेरणादायक सैन्य बल वरिष्ठों को याद करें, उनकी वीरता, नेतृत्व क्षमता को
External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has said India and the Global South not only have a common future but also a common past. He said India and the Global South shoulder burdens of a colonial past even while facing inequities of the current world order. He was addressing Foreign Ministers' session on G20 at the Voice of Global South Summit being held virtually. The minister stressed that global conversations of current times should reflect concerns and challenges of these nations. He added that challenges of unsustainable debt, unviable projects, trade barriers, contracting financial flows and climate pressure have been compounded by COVID pandemic and knock-on effects of the Ukraine conflict. Dr. Jaishankar stated that during his G20 presidency, India will work to integrate voices and actions of Global South and amplify them in its efforts. He said India will articulate an agenda that will prioritize a new globalization paradigm focused on vulnerable populations and decentralization. He said India will focus on bringing down walls in accessing opportunities around the world. Dr. Jaishankar said India is taking collective efforts to address challenges of food and energy security, and driving consensus on Green Development Pact of G20 leaders are the other focus areas. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will flag off Vande Bharat Express train connecting Secunderabad with Visakhapatnam via video conferencing tomorrow. This will be the 8th Vande Bharat Express and the first to connect Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, covering a distance of around 700 kilometers. Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia today inaugurated a direct flight from Kolhapur to Bengaluru. The new flight will connect Kolhapur with Hyderabad, Tirupati, Mumbai, Ahmedabad and Bengaluru. The flight on this route will be operated by Indigo on a daily basis. On the occasion, Mr. Scindia said an investment of 245 crore rupees will be done for the construction of a new airport terminal in Kolhapur. Minister of State for Civil Aviation General Dr. V.K. Singh was also present. Union Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs Hardeep Singh Puri has said that under the PM Swabnidhi scheme, loans worth around 4,606 crore rupees have been disbursed to over 45 lakh beneficiaries. Speaking at the inauguration of the 12th edition of the National Street Food Festival yesterday, Mr. Puri said the scheme has received an enormously positive response from street vendors across the country, and it has become one of the fastest growing micro-credit schemes. The minister said in line with the Digital India vision, PM Swabnidhi has also provided a platform for financial inclusion by facilitating the street vendors to carry out digital transactions. Talking about the tie-up with the food delivery platforms Zomato, Swiggy and others, Mr. Puri highlighted that PM Swabnidhi has enabled the onboarding of over 9,300 street vendors on food delivery platforms. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Nationalist Congress Party MP from Lakshadweep, P Mohammed Faizal, has been disqualified from the Lok Sabha following his conviction in a case. The MP, along with 3 others, was sentenced to 10 years imprisonment by the Kavarati Sessions Court in connection with an attempt to murder case of 2009. The Lok Sabha Secretariat has issued a notification regarding his disqualification. Congress MP from Jalandhar, Santokh Singh Chaudhary, passed away in Ludhiana today after suffering a cardiac arrest while participating in the Bharat Jodo Yatra. He was 76. He had been representing the Jalandhar Lok Sabha constituency from 2014 and had held a position as a minister in the Punjab cabinet previously. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has condoled the passing away of the Congress MP. Mr. Modi said that he will be remembered for his efforts to serve the people of Punjab. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla also expressed condolence over the demise of the Congress leader. The festival of Makar Sankranti has been celebrated across the country today. The day commemorates the expedition of the sun to the northern hemisphere. The post-harvest festival also comes as thanksgiving to Mother Nature for an abundance of crops, well-being and prosperity. The festivities include sweets made of rice, jaggery, green gram and sesame. Makar Sankranti is celebrated as Pongal in Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, Magh Bihu in Assam, Lohri in Punjab and Uttarayan, Maghi and Khichdi in other parts of the country. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has greeted people on Makar Sankranti. He prayed for everyone's happiness and well-being and said, "May there be an abundance of joy in people's lives." In Gujarat, the festival of Uttarayan is celebrated by flying kites. Union Home Minister Amit Shah is on a day-long visit to his home state today to celebrate the festival. In Telangana, the 3-day festivities began with the Bhogi Mantulu, that is bonfire lit early in the morning. People along with children came out in large numbers to light the bonfire at the street corners and crossroads. They burnt their old and unused belongings as a symbol of getting rid of the bad and the evil. Sankranti Lakshmi, the symbol of prosperity, is evoked by decorating houses with colorful rangolis, flowers and mango leaves. Our Vijayawada correspondent reports that it is a 4-day festival in Andhra Pradesh. A report.
The festival of festivals, Makar Sankranti, is celebrated for 4 days from the Saturday to Tuesday in Andhra Pradesh. The first day, that is Bhogi Panduga, people burn all old articles. The second day, Pedda Panduga, is the Sankranti day when the big festival is held. People are dressed in new clothes and pray to God. On the third day, Kanuma is celebrated. It is a day for praying and showcasing their cattle with honor. The fourth day is Mokkanuma, which is popular among the non-vegetarians of the society. Dr. G. Kondalrao, AIR News, Vijayawada.
Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur has also extended greetings to countrymen for the festival. In Kerala, in the famous temple Sabarimala, thousands of Ayyappa devotees will witness Makara Vilakku today. It is believed that Lord Ayyappa asserts himself as the holy light to bless his devotees during the festival. Around 1.5 lakh devotees are expected to take part in the Makara Sankranti Puja, which will take place today. U.S. President Joe Biden met Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida at the White House yesterday and discussed issues related to China, North Korea and Russia. They also discussed plans for deterrence in Asia with U.S. troops and missiles. Both the countries reiterated the importance of peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait and warned against any use of nuclear weapon by Russia in Ukraine. Earlier, U.S. and Japanese foreign and defense ministers met on Wednesday and announced stepped-up security cooperation, and the U.S. officials praised Tokyo's military build-up plans. The India Meteorological Department IMD has forecast fresh spell of dense to very dense fog over some parts of Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh, Delhi and Uttar Pradesh from today. It said due to continuation of prevailing light winds and high moisture near the surface over Indo-Gangetic plains, dense to very dense fog is also likely to continue in some parts of Bihar, along with in isolated pockets over West Bengal, Sikkim, Odisha, Assam, Meghalaya and Tripura. Over 24 trains are running late in the Northern Railway region due to fog. IMD said no significant change in minimum temperatures is likely over many parts of northwest India and adjoining central India for the next 24 hours. In badminton, men's doubles pair of Satwiksairaj, Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty entered the semifinals of the Malaysia Open. The pair beat China's Liu Yu-chen and Oh Xuan Yi 2-1 in the quarterfinals. The duo will face another Chinese pair of Liang Wei-keng and Wang Cheng in the semifinals today. In the FIH Hockey Men's World Cup, 4 matches are scheduled for today with 2 matches each in Pool B and Pool C. In Pool B matches, while Belgium will clash with Korea, Germany will take on Japan at Bhubaneswar. In Pool C matches at Rankireddy today, the match is underway between New Zealand and Chile. Later, Netherlands will take on Malaysia. Yesterday, India defeated Spain 2-0 in its opening match at Rankireddy. Indian vice-captain Amit Rohidas and Hardik Singh scored 1 goal each to register an easy win for the hosts. In other matches, England thrashed Wales 5-0 and Australia beat France 8-0 in the first pool matches, after Argentina defeated South Africa 1-0 in the opening match of the tournament. Union Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports Anurag Singh Thakur has announced the setting up of an indoor stadium in Gomti district of Tripura. He said 5 crore rupees will be granted for this. The minister said this while attending Yuva Samvad India at 2047 at Udaipur in Tripura yesterday. Mr. Thakur said such stadiums facilitated with different sports disciplines will also be built in all the 8 districts of the state. Later, speaking to media, Mr. Thakur said the central government has carried out several developmental works in the field of education. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Nation is observing Armed Forces Veterans Day today. Chief of Defence Staff and 3 service chiefs paid tributes at National War Memorial in New Delhi. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh says development is only possible because country's borders are safe. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar says India will work to integrate voices and actions of Global South and amplify them in its efforts. Nationalist Congress Party MP from Lakshadweep, P Mohammed Faizal, disqualified from Lok Sabha following his conviction in a case. Festival of Makar Sankranti has been celebrated today. In Malaysia Open Badminton, Satwiksairaj, Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty to play men's double semifinals at Kuala Lumpur this afternoon. And with that, we end the Midday News.